I don't know, man. Crypto might be back. Bitcoin up 21% for the week, up 12% in the past 24 hours. Let's look at it on the chart. Man, Bitcoin tapping that upper resistance that we drew weeks and weeks ago. Now, what I want to do, I was looking at this. I was like, man, this is looking a little bit toppy here. I need to adjust these lines, man. I'm going to get this a little bit more accurate. That's about right. We want to make sure we're touching. So not quite there yet. So keep in mind, I say that, but careful. Look at the RSI. On the RSI, we're getting a little bit overbought here. We haven't been overbought in this range. The last time we were overbought was way back here. So it's been a while since we were overbought. I would not recommend buying crypto today. I just wouldn't recommend buying today. Okay. It's not a good day to buy or a good week. This is a day to sit back and just fall asleep in the euphoria. Don't do anything. Maybe take some profits. You know, looking at over here on the right, we got every coin and your mom's coin is up right now. Let's look at it on CoinGecko. Let's go sort by last 20. Let's look at the last 7 days. That's interesting. What's that? Minor Protocol up 100% today. Let's look at their Twitter. You know, I'll go to the Twitter first. Bringing assets and prize to Web3 with zero knowledge tech. Money is the world's lightest blockchain. Okay, so we got a blockchain here. Let's see. Is it EVM? Nope, not EVM. So we got that up the most. We got Injective, Pepe, Thorchain. So let's see how Bitcoin does. We're already kind of cracking. Let's go into the daily here. You know, this is definitely very bullish. Now, what do I want to see? So yesterday I talked about what I wanted to see. I wanted to see us break through this resistance, and it did that with no problem. It did that with no problem, man. It went straight through it. So what do I want to see now? Well, if I zoom in here, I'm looking at these moving averages. Let me delete this because that's obviously not going to play out like that because Bitcoin is pumping way harder than we thought it would. So it's going to be a lot more drastic. We can see the moving averages right here pointing straight up. Now, they haven't crossed. What I think will happen if these two cross, if this moving average crosses above this one, what's going to happen? Bitcoin's going to fall really hard. You weren't expecting me to say that, were you? You weren't expecting me to say that. Yeah, if these cross, this is going to pull back hard. So, because if the only way for these two to cross at this point, Bitcoin's got to pump to like 40K. It's got to pump straight through this and go to like 40, and then these might cross. Only 176 days till the halving. Now, when is the time to get out of crypto? That's what everybody wants to know. This is called the Bitcoin stock to flow model live chart. Now, a lot of people have ruled this. They say it's been invalidated. I don't think so. I think it's still valid, especially using the days until halving metric right here. It shows you basically how far away we are from the halving based on where we are now. So if we're turning blue, that means we're really close to the halving. That means we're about 200 days, 150 to 200 days away, which is pretty accurate. We're about 178 days away. That's why we're seeing this right here. So if I look to the left, what does it tell me? So back here, when it was blue, it was about 200 days before the halving, and we had a huge sell-off going into COVID. You know, maybe it's a different circumstance. So maybe, you know, I would not. That's why I say I'm not ruling out that we roll over one more time and get everyone shook right before the halving. So that's why I'm exercising extreme caution right now. But it does say that when we start to turn blue right before the halving, we go up. There might be a sell-off, but we go up. Same thing back here in 2016. I got into crypto right in here, right before it was turning blue. It goes down in the green, turns blue, gets dark blue, halving, rocket ship. Every single time. So when do I get out of crypto? You know, you want to get out when it's turning yellow. From orange to yellow, scale it out. And we are nowhere near that, okay? Nowhere near that. So it's not time. Going over the glass note, looking at the balanced price, I said back here, when we were on top of this, it felt nothing like it was time to buy, but that was the time to get into crypto. Every time it goes down to this orange line, it's as simple as orange and black lines. Just look at the orange and black lines, man. You ain't gotta be a genius. It's just don't bet against the the facts, man. Don't bet against what has happened in the past. So let's look at another one. Reserve risk. This was pretty bullish too. I mean, when we're down in this green, it's time to load up. Now it always feels like when we're down here, it's like, oh no, it's broken. The indicator's broken. No, it's working. It's working. You just gotta have the confidence to get in when it's doing the thing, man.